Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and today we continue our Warptorio series from exactly where we left off inside our warp platform base thing. What I had planned this episode, and there still is a plan, is getting our nuclear reactors up and running. But one thing I'm starting to notice, if you look at our supply, we're running out of science, and one of the reasons for that is that our entire plastic production have grinded to a halt. Mostly because we are completely out of coal down here. So just very quickly here at the beginning, let's do a little expedition to get some coal. What I'm thinking of doing is maybe just making a small bridge over here, grabbing these two and flying into this one, like we did earlier. We could also just move this platform into like the middle and have things going back and forth to the two sides, and that might actually be the best solution. So yeah, let's go set that up. Our power, since we are running out of things, is actually holding up quite strong. So let's just set this one to run while we fix the rest of our issues. So let's just go to, I think it's our left platform that goes there. If not, it's the right one. Yeah, it was the right one we had to go to. So let's go to right and then see if we can't get things up and running. This is also processing quite a bit of iron at the moment, so that's actually quite nice. Wow, I wonder where he came from. Well, but let's just fix this. One way to do it is we can actually just pick this one up. I know that will turn off the power here, but that's completely fine. Move it somewhere in the middle. Let's just get some power poles over this way and have it somewhere in the middle. And let's start to fly in a bit of coal. Let's just try and get a platform down right here. This is still going fine. Wonder why. Oh yeah. Guys, what just happened here is that as soon as we got this teleported back, it just kind of filled these with things from inside. So a way we can solve that and actually just skip all of this thingamajig is if we make all of these storage chests, we will be able to do something quite ingenious. And that's kind of what I want to do. So let's try this. All of you please be storage chest. Oh yeah, like that. Empty them out. And then we'll just have things flying in here, and hopefully it doesn't fill them with all kind of junk. So what I've planned to do is, if we fill up this entire platform with ore and storage chests, we can just teleport this back home, and we can switch these to active providers or something else, or just leave them in case we have buffer chests pulling from these. I think they can do that. So I think that could be quite fun solution. Let's also just get a radar down for once on this platform and see if we can't get a bit of exploration up and running, even though it might cost us a bit of power. So let's look at this. Here we go. Let's continue over. Hopefully we can fit one in. Of course we can't. There we can. Right there and here. So now that's connected up, we just need to give him a bit more power, and then this should actually solve itself, delivering all the things we need. So that's iron flowing in. Here are some more robots for you, please. Flowing into these chests, filling them up. And then we can actually go grab our coal as well. Oh, not coal, but grab our, yeah, our coal as well. And let's just do one here and some power. There we are. And if we do this, we should be able to get them down somewhat at a good range. Yeah, that works. And let's go grab whatever we can up here so we can get coal flown in as well. There we are. And let's get a few of these set up with active providers. Luckily, this is so easy to do now. And just like that, we should have coal flowing in, meaning they come over here and pick it up. And then we can just continue on, setting up the next part of our new robotic network. Can we go all the way without getting any more? Somewhere around here I think will be fine. And then let's just do a few more of these. Let's copy this over a few times. Right there as well. And get it up one more to like right there. So now we have a ton of coal and things flowing in. And that should be fine to help us survive a bit in the future. There we are. If they attack us from somewhere else, we should be fine. So that was kind of my solution for our issues with coal. And hopefully this means that this will get put into the base and transported everywhere else where we need them. So there we are, things are flowing in. Now we just need to make sure that these can take them out fast enough. And just expanding this down a few times will most definitely solve that issue. And let's do the same up here. So there we are, we have coal and things flowing in, getting delivered wherever they're needed. So this is actually looking quite good. Our other things are just kind of chugging along, so that is good. And coal is still not being put into the system since we need more than 10k here before we do it. And we're down to 5.5. So it might take a little while before we have the coal flowing in as we want. Don't know if we can just, if they fill up, pretty much just take this in and that will solve it. But at least for now, this should work. There we are. Let's just get a few more of these. So get some more robots. They are needed for moving all this cargo back and forth. So let's just go and steal a bit of them. So let's see here, robots, thank you. Could actually just make a bit more than one stack, I think that'll be fine. But look at all that coal we're missing. A silly thing, but it should get up and running very soon. There we are, and here's some more robots for you. And hopefully this can keep up with everything we're producing right now. Getting it back to the base at a nice pace. At least it looks like it. So I don't have to fill these before these, but so far it's fine. We could actually just set this one to be honest, we can do something like this. You'll be set to coal filter, and another coal filter on these two, and then we'll do maybe an iron filter on one of these, just so we have one of each, or just leave this anyone, but just make sure we have coal flowing in as the #1 resource and getting delivered to these two first. I think this is a good solution. And to be honest, it should have been the back ones. Let's just do double coal, like that. So how's it was called coal production looking now? Producing 5k a minute, using 700. That's just because we alone them. But 5k a minute, we should be up and running in a little while. And these are filling up nicely. So let's leave this for a little while. We'll get our tri-loaders in a second. That'll mean that these things get pushed over. The same down here, so that might break some connections and we'll have to keep an eye on that. I wonder if it adds another connection right here. What does it say? It probably does, so we get 3 belts in. That means we can upgrade the amount of things we put in through the system. That could actually be quite good. Please bring me some more robots if you have them made. You do. And then let's go throw in some more and then look forward to this tri-loader. Oh, and look at that. We now have 3 inputs. That means we can have a lot more flowing in. And that's actually quite good. I am very happy about that. So we can still go for green signs. We can get the cliff explosions out the way. We can get a few robots, some flame things. Tanks, as we have a lot of less research just building up right here. Those 2, some grenades. That'll spend a bit of the lower tier science where we don't need the coal at the moment to produce plastic. So hopefully that is good. Yeah. All the robots are still hard at work, moving things back and forth. And should we just set up another input right here? Chicken chew down this way. We will have enough room to fill the 3rd one right here with even more things. And we can actually just do it right here. I think it'll be fine. There we go. That will give us a bit more in. We just kind of need to see what's the problem on the other side. So not that much, but getting something like this instead might be good. And then you can just merge together on a build right here. And hopefully these can solve whatever we have flowing in. At least I think it's looking good like this. So how's the storage going in terms of coal here? That's stored now. That means we're starting to throw things up top again, since we had the 10k limit on these. Oh, does that mean that this... Oh, does that... Oh, sorry. Did that affect our power as well? Or did we have a good enough buffer down here? Oh, that was right on the edge before we started to run off coal here. That could have been quite bad. But it seems we fixed it. So no harm, no foul. And now we just need to hook up the water here. That's probably disconnected. This one looks fine still. This one needs to hook up. Not the best way. And the same down here. You'll need to hook up something like that. Means that this there we go, has to move 1 to the side. Please go to here and hook you up with 1 pipe. There we are, and some power. That means our water has been solved. And that was good because we were running low on it. And how's it looking here? This is disconnected as well. I don't think we're using it. Or maybe we were something like this though. This is water. So here to here should deliver what we needed up top. If we go up here and look, means water is coming out right here as we want. And then we just need to move the water pipe 1 to the right. Yeah, because we need the oil connecting up that way. And water to there and to here. That should be good. So that's water flowing in. the oil is still flowing, and as it should from here. This one broke, it seems. So how do we fix this little conundrum? Oh, it's because we'll have to clear all of this up at some point, because this is a huge mess, and just make a better input, because this third one kinda broke a few things around the base, and that is actually not very nice. So let's just have a little look-see. Oh, power is not going strong. Is that just because the water is running out of here? Should be building again. But yeah, it is not looking too good at the moment. So this tri-loader kind of messed us up in a bad way. So we could slow down a bit on the science research just to give our base a bit of time to catch up. But luckily this is not too bad. So how close are we to this one? If we merge them all, we probably have enough for one reactor. We do. And to be honest, we could probably stop this one since it's double. And that's quite expensive. Here, take the rest. And that means we have one reactor now. And that means we could probably start seeing how to set this up. Not that I'm quite sure how to do this, but let's just steal a few things. And what is the correct ratio for a nuclear reactor? Oh, you're gonna laugh at me, guys. I haven't done this in forever, so I think I'm gonna mess it up quite badly. So we could dismantle this part, but that's running full speed, so that would be quite annoying. Let's see. We have this one. Oh, we're not even ready for a nuclear reactor yet, because we still need to make the fuel. That means we need to have the co-reaction enrichment before we go for that. So let's just keep it on us for a few more minutes while we sort this mess out. Have we made anything good? Have we seriously not made any of these yet? Wow. This is probably the worst luck I've ever seen in my life. Oh, never mind, that's there. I was like, how is this even possible? It shouldn't be. There we go. Now we're just a few away from having this one starting to run. And it should probably run with productivity in it to give us more resources. Is productivity the way to go? This one probably needs to be up top. I'll probably not be a bad place for it, but for now let's just keep it running here. So how do we solve this little issue that we need a lot more before we can do anything? Could add some more of these producing, just to get the speed up a bit. So we could add one more right here. That won't work. We don't have a logistic network. We could add some right here just to speed it up a bit more. So you can just run and use the uranium we have. If we have any left, we should have a lot more uranium. Oh, they're just kind of stuck up here. So let's just get that moved out first. Please get me you. You can go down here, please. Go in that one. And let's get some more. Just a quick and dirty move, since I want to solve this better in the future. But for now, let's just get it down here so we can start to process a bit more and get this one up and running. We need like 40 of them. That's gonna take forever to get 40. But after that, it's pretty much unlimited. So that's good. That is very good. Robot carrying capacity might be good to get faster, what's called ore in. But we can also get this one that's going to give us one more carrying. And that one. That should help our robots a bit when that is completely filled out. So yeah, that is looking quite good, to be honest. I can't really complain about it. What else are we missing at this point in time? Get rid of you. Get rid of all the concrete we picked up. Brick. I think that is fine to get rid of those. The rest we can just kind of keep. And just have things flowing in here at a nice steady pace. So this is building up nicely. I have some ore we have to move out, but it's probably still... wow, still steel lacking. That's a bit annoying. But wonder... oh, we're out of stone as well. So let's go set up the stone outpost again that we dismantled a few episodes ago. For the reason that I thought we had enough. I don't know why I thought that. But yeah. Sometimes you learn by making mistakes. Luckily, it should be quite easy to set up. We have all the infrastructure up and running, so it's pretty much just a case of putting down the miners again. And hopefully the power can handle it. Looks actually just the miners that's missing. But to be honest, let's just do that and set up directly from the start again. There we are. And let's do a few more this way. And the same over here. There we are. That's gonna be good. And then we just need a bit more defense down here. In case some of the biters gets cheeky and wants to attack us. But at least for now, this will make sure that we get the stone in that we need. And now we can carry 7+ cargo items. Oh, they're probably getting attacked by, by these in here. Am I strong enough to just do this? Do this, they'll never attack, never hit you. Just go back and forth, and then they're too stupid to hit you. Because of the tracking. So that's actually do a little disco dance, and they can't really do anything. That's a quite nice little cheat if you know how to do it. So this one has completely stopped. That's actually fine, because we have all the iron flowing in from up here and more from the bottom. So that's fine. We just want a ton of stone flowing in at the moment, which is gonna kickstart a ton of things down below. And start to tax our power again, because yeah, that's just the way it goes. I'll never solve this power issue, guys. It's just the way of life right now. As you can see, our science has completely stopped as well. To be honest, it is fine that these are not working full speed, because our power network will most definitely not be able to handle that. So how's it looking up here? We have 9. We're almost at the point where it'll start to produce by itself. And then we are quite close to getting the This is bad. This is quite bad. To getting more things up and running. Come on, produce some more uranium, please. It's quite close. We need 30 more. So we can't rely on a nuclear just yet, as you can most definitely see. So that means we'll have to rely on solar yet again. And that seems to be a recurring theme of this Let's Play. But the good thing is at least that we can now just place it outside. Yeah, and it's because we are missing the coal. It's not coming in fast enough. That is actually what's holding us up at the moment. Oh well, we'll just kind of fix this up here. There's a chest. Here is some... Okay, no chest empty. Here's some solar for you. Could actually just be a buffer chest, and we shouldn't get filled with all kinds of things. And it should still... probably not. There we are. Should get picked up then. And hopefully this is gonna generate a lot more solar power for us. Because this is right on the edge of what we can handle. So let's turn our research off, to be honest. That is taxing us way too much at the moment. And pretty much with the research off, we can start to generate power. And get the rest of the base up and running. And get our nuclear things set up. That is very, very much what I want right now. Could also give these some speed so they can produce solar a lot faster for us. So let's try this. Here and here. I'd like to give you some speed modules just to get you done at a way faster pace as soon as we fix our little issue over here. And do we have room for 2 of them now? So each side of the line we can. That means we can move everything over to the right and left and fit in a lot more things here. So let's do this. Please jump to right there. And then we want to turn all of you right here. Pretty much just do that. Then we can dismantle the rest of this and just build it anew. And then we will do this just to make sure we have the stone production we need. And then we'll do more steel production as well, because that is always what we're missing. So there we are. Hopefully this can produce what we need, if we have enough things to supply it. How's this looking? We're actually starting to make a surplus now, so that is good. That is just what I like to see. Hope that means that our red science is going for a surplus. That means coal is building up. That means we can produce a lot more steel and everything is good. To be honest, can we just move this one down and get some more in here? What if we move you to somewhere like right here? Can fit in one more then if we're lucky. We can. Look how perfectly that fits in. Hopefully this will give us all the steel production we need, because that and rails is what's holding us back. And that's a mix of stone and what's it called? Steel. So hopefully this will make up for that. But yeah, I think this is oh, we are building up somewhere. A pretty good place to stop. We pretty much just need to, well yeah, if we might actually be able to do this. Will this help on our throughput of this, and then do one splitter? That'll be the last thing I set up this episode. And while I'm doing that, if you haven't done already, you can give me a like and subscribe. It would help me out immensely. So let's just set up that. Could actually do one of each, but let's just do this one for now. Please request what we need. That's way too much. Slow down. And that will give us one of those. And please connect user to the network, saying only enable if we have less than 50 of these. That way we can do something else over here and it won't interfere with things. So let's see down here. These are throwing in as fast as they can, but getting limited by the output. So doing this should help. Oh, did we just lose a ton of coal by doing this? Yeah, that was bad. Did not notice that happen, to be honest. So please move you three back here. Get 2 more chests right here. And here's some power for you. So this means we'll get 2 red belts now. It does. That means we have a lot more coal flowing in. That means we'll probably start to have all of our steam engines up and running down here. Because they're just missing coal for now, but a full belt should supply enough. So yeah, I'll end the episode here. It's been quite good. We got a ton done. We found out that we are missing a ton more uranium before we can start to get this to work. So next episode we'll probably go uranium hunting, and we might just be able to steal it from right here. Just flying in everything we need. So that's gonna be fun to try. Here we're just limited by these trying to do something. Just kind of waiting for a place to drop them off, it seems. That looks quite funny. But yeah, I will end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Dgray, and I'll see you next episode. Bye.